Greetings, YouTube. Today we're looking at a Crescent knife. Yes, you heard me right. A knife from Crescent, who are known for their wrenches. I own a number of Crescent wrenches in my collection, and I was quite interested to see that they've decided to get into the knife market. Now, I have seen other tool companies do the same thing. DeWalt makes knives. I have one of their multi-tools, which I really don't like, so I never really wanted to get into the knives. If I ever stumble upon one cheap somewhere, I'll buy it for a review, but I didn't want to pay more for it. Klein did the same thing. They made a knife because they're known for electrical tools. I mean, if somebody asks me what brand electrical tools should I buy, I'm going to say go buy a Klein without hesitation. They are great quality tools for doing electrical work. So here what we have. We have Trusted by the Trades. Yep, 3.5 pocket knife, harpoon blade shape, design, heavy D2 steel blade, heavy duty, sorry, D2 steel blade, smooth action, shows little ball bearings in there, high strength aluminum handle, deep pocket clip. And then it gives you a little picture in the back, but you don't really need to look at the picture because I'm about to show you the knife right here. So here you go. They are aluminum scales. And it is, in fact, a deep pocket clip, which actually works like a deep pocket clip because they were smart enough to bury the fasteners in the scale. I've lost count of how many times I've seen knives that have deep pocket clips, but then they use domed fasteners that are right there. So the jean comes up, your jean pocket hits the first screw bolt, and it just stops. So the deep pocket clip is not a deep pocket clip, but in this case, it is. Kudos on them. A little stiff, but I didn't have to really do anything. Getting this on and off a pair of jeans was not a problem whatsoever. You'll notice right about off the bat, the standoffs are bright red. I thought that was kind of cool. And we have steel liners, and they did not skeletonize them, and I kind of wish they had because this is a hefty knife. It really is. It's got a lot of heft to it. You notice this when it's in your pocket. You very much feel the weight on your pocket when you carry this. I like the little Crescent tool. That was nice. I thought it was a nice touch. It's a cool little logo. Anything else I can say about this? Oh, the centering was excellent. No complaints about that whatsoever. Fit and finish on the outside is awesome. There is no jimping anywhere except on the blade itself. So it's a flipper. Oops, sorry. There again, it's doing this on a table makes it a little difficult sometimes. This is a hollow grind harpoon shape, is as they call it. And it says Crescent right there. And we can anything else on this? And it says, okay, when we see this one, CPK350AD2. Sorry, I have to use the reading section of my bifocals for that. Yeah, getting older is so much fun. You have a solid lockup, no movement in either direction. Absolutely great. You have the liner lock actually ends up almost exactly in the middle of the blade. So that's probably the reason that you don't have to worry about any kind of movement. Let off is reasonable. It's not stiff. I really hate when you have to get the let off on a liner lock. That's really stiff. You're really pushing on it, and this scale is cut back so you have easy access to this. This has no jimping on it, and it also has a slope on it, so it's very comfortable. I often play with my knives a lot when I first get them, to the feel for them, try different opening methods, see how they feel, right up, proper hands. How do they feel like this if you're going to do a backwards grip like this? And I like having a liner lock that isn't wicked hard to move. When they hit so bad that when you're opening it, it kind of goes tick, because it's like biting into the bottom of the blade. That's too tight for me. That's a poor design or a poor construction, one of the two. But this, nice let off, not overly. And you can actually, if you hold it vertically, I can actually drop this closed. So that is also a nice feature. I'm not a big fan of the coating. I don't really like coated knives, but it was what the knife had, and I liked the shape, and I wanted to check out Crescent knives as for quality, so it is what it is. Now, downsides to this. The scales are smooth aluminum. This is designed to be used by tradesmen. Tradesmen traditionally either wear gloves or have calloused hands. Now, I don't have overly calloused hands because I wear gloves at work, but my natural skin is very dry. I use moisturizer in my hands like a dozen times a day. And I find this thing so smooth, it feels almost unsafe in just my bare hands. And with my gloves on, it is not easy to deploy this or use it because it is just so slick. In fact, getting it out of the pocket is kind of hard because this doesn't stick out very far. So it doesn't, this is not a lot of grip to help pull it out of the pocket. And it is deep carry. No lanyard hole, by the way. If you're a big lanyard hole fan, you're going to be disappointed with this design. And I'm baffled by this because I had the same problem with the Klein folding knife I reviewed. The scales were nicely contoured. They looked good. It was nice bright red, but they were so smooth. Who makes smooth knives? In general, why make a smooth knife? I don't get that. But why make a smooth knife for the trade community? That baffles me. I'm totally confused by that. So, if you like Crescent wrenches, their knives are solid. They come out of the box with a nice reasonable edge. It's a good shape, nice action, centered, good fit and finish. It has a nice chunky kind of a feel to it. It has that, it feels like it's durable. So if you like that in a knife, this may be something you want to look at. But be aware that this is very, very smooth. And I feel that getting it out of the pocket is, I know it is difficult because I've done it. It's difficult to get it out of a pocket because of that. And I feel that if you're wearing gloves, it's just on your job, like even if they're leather or even if they're, unless they're rubberized, you're going to have a hard time deploying this, in my opinion. So yeah, I don't understand why trade companies do this. It makes no sense to me. If anybody out there knows why they do this, I would love to know. There's no reason you can't make a knife that has metal scales, that has a little bit of a tooth to it, that lets the person feel have a firm grip, a comfortable grip, a safe grip, and be able to get it out of their darn pockets. Okay, this has been the Crescent D2 folding pocket knife.